I'm hotter than you are. I'm much better looking. I'm not disagreeing with you. It doesn't mean you can't give me a little love.
Always.
Calling the house again, Joe? Call Linda accidentally for our committee. She's like, hello? And it hangs up on her. So Joe said,
Oh, did you ask her this question?
Yeah. She knows what I do. She goes, well, I don't know. Well, here's the deal with that one.
How did it hack? Was that guy here?
Less reserving is the same thing this year, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're 5 minutes late. If I listened to my mother, I'd have my own parish by now, and we'd be starting Mass on time. I'd like to call the meeting to order and ask the clerk to call the roll.
Trustee Fenton?
Here.
Trustee Dodge?
Here.
Trustee Dodge, you want to mention something?
Yes, I'm out of town for my job.
Trustee Guerra?
Here.
Trustee Ruzick?
Here.
Trustee Calandrella?
Here.
Trustee Carroll?
Here.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Here.
Please rise for the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of October 12, 2016 special meeting minutes.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Fenton.
move to approve the minutes of the Board of Trustees special meeting of October 12, 2016.
Second.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Trustee Fenton?
Aye.
Trustee Calandrella?
Aye.
Trustee Dodge?
Abstain.
Trustee Guerra?
Aye.
Trustee Ruzick?
Aye.
Trustee Carroll?
Abstain.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Aye.
Approval of October 17, 2016 regular meeting minutes.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Guerra.
I move to approve the minutes of the Board of Trustees meeting of October 17th, 2016.
Second.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Trustee Guerra?
Aye.
Trustee Fenton?
Aye.
Trustee Dodge?
Aye.
Trustee Ruzick?
Aye.
Trustee Calandrella?
Aye.
Trustee Carroll?
Aye.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Aye.
Approval of October 19, 2016 special meeting minutes.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Ruzick.
I move to approve the minutes of the Board of Trustees special meeting of October 19, 2016.
Second.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Trustee Ruzick?
Aye.
Trustee Calandrella?
Abstain.
That's the next one.
Trustee Fenton?
Aye.
Trustee Dodge?
Aye.
Trustee Guerra?
Aye.
Trustee Carroll?
Abstain.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Aye.
Approval of October 24, 2016 special meeting minutes.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Ruzick.
move to approve the minutes of the Board of Trustees special meeting of October 24, 2016.
Second.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Trustee Ruzick?
Aye.
Trustee Carroll?
Aye.
Trustee Fenton?
Aye.
Trustee Dodge?
Aye.
Trustee Guerra?
Aye.
Trustee Calandrella?
Aye.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Aye.
Community Pride Award.
I'm going to come down and present this. If I could ask the Darvin family to step up. I would say there isn't anybody in the Chicago area that hasn't heard of Darvin from. As a matter of fact, it goes beyond the Chicago area. They ask me every year around Thanksgiving to do their drawing. They give away $100,000 of furniture and accessories in that. When I'm pulling those raffle tickets out, or whatever, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, from Aurora to Chicago, I mean, you have a huge draw, and that's a huge benefit to Orland Park. You have been very successful in Orland Park, and Orland Park is very successful in part because of you. So we appreciate that. But we have them up tonight, Marty and Steve Darvin. We have them up tonight because recently they were given a huge award. They are one of the top 100 retailers in the country, which is huge. And the Illinois Retailer Merchants Association awarded them Retailer of the Year. So it's quite an honor, and we thought we'd have them come up and give them a public pat on the back and a little recognition. So let me read the plaque we put together. Orland Park Community Pride Award, presented to Darvin Furniture. We are proud to recognize and congratulate Darvin Furniture, one of the largest individual retailers in Orland Park, for being named Retailer of the Year by the Illinois Retail Merchants Association. So a 96-year business that your father started. Grandfather started, but you've been in Orland since 1979.
Yes, actually, we bought the property in 1975.
Thinking ahead.
And we bought the original 2 acres, and now, because of the wonderful association. Yeah, the wonderful association we have with Orland Park and the village here for all these years, we've expanded. Wonderful customers, so a lot of you are our customers. Thank you, and it's a terrific association. I just want to say one other thing too, that, we had, over the years, my brother and I have had tremendous amount of offers from other villages to open up stores, more stores, one in North and one in Naperville and one in Elk Grove Village and one all over, 8, 9 different stores. We've stayed here and we've expanded on Bridge Road and kept expanding and expanding. And the reason why.
You're the reason we needed 6 lanes.
The reason why is because of the great association we have with, of course, you and the board members. And you've been wonderful for us, and we hope you've been wonderful for you guys too.
I want to thank the board members. It's a wonderful village to be in. It's our hometown, and we are all very proud that we won the Retailer of the Year right in our own hometown. There's about 20,000 store outlets, and your hometown
In
won.
competition.
And I'm a proud resident of Orland Park.
All right.
How do you want to get in the picture? Lori's our vice president.
And by the way, you guys didn't just expand. You went from 2 acres to, I think, over 11. 14 acres. Yes, it's a huge complex. You know, hold on. You guys should hold the flag. Aren't we all?
It's convenient tonight.
We're going to avoid the others.
Mr. Mayor?
We're really honored to have you guys not only in town, but we're with off tonight, so we'll give you a public pat on the back and tell you how much we appreciate it. Thanks. Thank you very
Mr. Mayor, if I may add, when the Civic Center recently went through some redecorating, Darvin was generous enough to come over and bring their interior decorator with them and provide us with our beautiful furniture in the lobby as a gift from Darvin. So they've
right.
been very kind to the village.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ready?
Yep.
Pause assisting Woodland Warriors.
I think Pam Barnett is Pam from Pause here. Make a presentation.
Me too.
Thanks.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. If she walks in, she may be running late. We'll have her come up right away.
Consent agenda.
I'm going to read the items on the consent agenda. If any of the trustees have any questions or problems with any of the items, ask for it to be considered separately. Payroll, accounts payable, Main Street Triangle Landscape Contract Amendment, Royal Oaks Pond, Preston Pond, Persimmon Meadow Pond, Marley Boulevard South Pond, Marley Boulevard Middle Pond, and Lakeshore North Pond. Ziegler Infinity of Orland Park Special Use Subdivision Variances, Cook County Highway Facility Solar Panels, Environmental Clean Technology Review. Forest Grove, Amusement Device License, HSA Commission, and TESCA Amendment, Addendum Number 2, Wayfinding and Branding Plan. Any questions or problems? Entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor,
Trustee Calandrello.
I move to approve the consent agenda items A through O.
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Calandrello.
Aye.
Trustee Carroll.
Aye.
Trustee Fenton.
Aye.
Trustee Dodge.
Aye.
Trustee Guerra.
Aye.
Trustee Ruzick.
Aye.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Aye.
FY 2017 budget.
Oh, no. Sorry, my iPad just crashed. I got it.
Always on call.
Okay, sorry, my iPad just, I don't know what it's doing here.
Sending a nice tune over here.
It wasn't me.
It's me. It's me.
I wanted the attachment, though. That's okay, I'll get it, Joe. Just takes me a second. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so instead of having a separate hearing for our final proposed budget presentation, we decided that we would have it as part of the board meeting tonight. So attached to your agenda item is the final proposed FY 2017 budget. It's the booklet that we handed out at the beginning, and we've added all the revenue and the fund balance summaries to it. The very first page of it identifies all the changes that were made to the budget from when we originally presented it in September, and went through all of our budget hearings, made all of our amendments, and then that page 1 of the final attachment on the agenda item shows all the changes that were made. Our final revenue budget is $139,517. $139,517,000, and our final expenditure budget is $147,410,000. Million, I did it again. Anyways, the difference between the two is fund balance. We have that every year where we have savings from the prior year that we roll into the subsequent year's budget. We do set aside all of our reserves that are required by board-approved policy before we start the budget. So this is excess funds that was available that we can utilize for 2017. If there's any questions, I can answer them. If not, we'll have our public hearing, and the formal approval of the budget will occur on December 5th.
Right. I just want to kind of reiterate what you're saying for anyone in the audience that heard you talk about $139,000 in income and $147,000 in expenses.
It's millions.
As the year progresses, things that we put in the budget the prior year that either don't get done, come in under bid, or other savings, or our income comes in higher than we anticipated, any of those excess funds go into our fund balance, our savings account. So by the time we're doing the next year's budget, the fund balance, our savings account's grown enough where we can take some money out of it to use for projects and other items we want to put in this year's budget.
Yep.
So that's where the difference is.
Exactly.
But this is a public hearing, so if there's anyone in the public that has any comments or questions about this year's budget, we'd be glad to try and answer them, and it's going to be on the website as well.
Yep, and it'll be we have to publish it for public inspection 14 days prior to the passage date, so this will be available in the Village Hall lobby by next Friday.
Next Friday,
Yep.
right?
And I just want to make a comment.
Trustee Ruzick.
That this budget that was proposed and worked out has no new revenue sources, no new taxes.
Nope.
Our village does
And
not.
the levy is remaining the
And the
same in
levy
the
is
dollar
remaining the
amount.
same,
Yep.
and it's obviously a balanced budget.
Yep.
So those are things that we should all be proud of.
But I would like to thank the village board and staff, especially Tim, who's really put in double time overseeing the police department and the assistant, or not assistant, acting village manager role, which means he has put in way more time in the budget than he ever has before. And
He's loving every moment of it.
I've enjoyed it a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I appreciate the staff. Everybody did a great job, and the village board, we put in a lot of time, a lot of special meetings and committee meetings and that kind of thing, so a lot of time went into this. With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the public hearing.
Mr. Mayor?
Wasn't a public hearing.
Oh, everyone was just for discussion.
Yeah, the public hearing will take place on the
We're
5th.
just scheduling the public hearing.
Right.
All right. Any other questions or comments from the board? All right, next item.
Amend Village Code Title 7, Chapter 4, Section 6.
You know what, I should mention this, because we just got done saying no new taxes and no new fees. That's basically true, but I'm the liquor commissioner, and the liquor license fee has not been raised in many, many years. So we decided to raise the liquor license fee for establishments that serve liquor or sell liquor by 10% over the next 2 years. So it'll go up 5% this year and 5% next year. So that's what this ordinance is for. Entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor?
Trustee Carroll.
Ordinance number, please.
5136.
I'll move to pass ordinance number 5136, entitled amending Title 7, Chapter 4, Section 6 of the Orland Park Municipal Code in regard to liquor license fees.
Second.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Trustee Carroll?
Aye.
Trustee Garrell?
Aye.
Trustee Fenton?
Aye.
Trustee Dodge?
Aye.
Trustee Ruzick?
Aye.
Trustee Calandrella?
Aye.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Aye. Before we go to comments, Lynn, did anybody from Pause come? Well, we'll get it maybe next meeting or something. All right. Non-scheduled, there's one person that signed in to speak. I'd ask Dennis Rattle, if you could come up. Oh, we don't have a podium.
Microphone.
There's a microphone up here.
Good evening.
Hi.
I'm Dennis Radek, and this is Ben Shirlow. We're from the Brighton Court Condo Association on 143rd and 82nd Avenue.
Dennis, can you speak into the microphone?
Okay. We're representing the Brighton Court Condo Association at 143rd and 82nd Avenue. Little information before I get to my request is that our association is 27 years old, consists of 6 buildings with 28 units, 28 homeowners. 36% of the homeowners are on a fixed income, they're retirees, and 3 other units are young families that on a fixed budget with new children and everything. So almost 50% of our people are on a fixed income. In the last 6 years, we've done considerable work to our unit. We've put on new roofs, new siding, new gutters, new driveways, and we've got new landscaping. We put in over $500,000 worth of maintenance in our buildings. It's come to our attention that we need to improve our sprinkler system. And in doing so, I went to talk to the people for the permits, and they gave me a quote of $19,410 for...
Are you talking about backflow preventers?
Pardon me?
Are you talking about backflow preventers, or what kind of improvement?
I'm talking about a permit for $90, a meter for $1,574, a tap-in fee of $1,406, and a meter usage fee of $16,348.
Well, why are you, is it the system is shot, or are the village requiring you to do?
The system needs to be updated. It was,
All right,
it was
so,
put in 22 years ago.
Gotcha.
And we are using the water, currently using the water. So our question is, we need some relief from the $16,348. We concur with the permit, the meters, and the tap-in fees. We understand that we have to do that. And our portion of it for a new controller, which will then monitor the atmosphere, temperatures. It'll control the amount of water that we use. It won't just turn on and turn off automatically. It'll turn on as needed. So we'll save water. So we're looking. It's a smart system.
Yep. Gotcha.
So we're looking for some relief on the $16,000 because we're already using the water. And we'll continue to use the water.
What you're looking at there, is that a quote you got from a contractor? That's not from the village, right?
Yeah, the $19,410, that's from the village. That's from the village fee code 5.
But is some of that the improvement to the system?
Yes, this is something we picked up, but this was from the village, the clerk's office.
As you can see, the village is asking $19,000 for permission to do this, and...
I got you.
It's what, $16,000?
Oh, and then the contractor, 13 grand for the job.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll tell you that the board's not in a position without more information to just unilaterally give a break right now, but I would ask Trustee Ruzick and the Finance Committee to look at it. There's a lot of subdivisions and areas in town that might be addressing this, over the next several years, so maybe it's something we can look at and help a little bit, because at the end of the day, it's helping better your community and save water, so
Yeah, we're
I
trying
think
to
it's
say-
something we would be interested in looking at. We can't sit up here and promise anything tonight without looking into it.
Mr. Chairman?
So, Trustee Fenton.
Director Freiling, I think, has something to say because it came from her department.
Well, the fees are set.
Vice Mayor.
Hello? I give up. The fees, the fees are set by ordinance. So are you doing a new tap, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want to have a new tap in.
Yeah.
But the usage, the water usage fees, we're not going to be using any water. It's coming basically from the same thing. We're just going to tap into a new line, the same line that exists. We're not putting a new line in. We're just.
Right.
Joy.
I can look into your permit, because you probably came to my department to get the permits with
I
development
went
services.
I went into your
But they are,
department.
they are set by code, so we'll have to look into that.
Well, if they're set by code, we can look at the code. I mean, what I'm saying is, it's worth looking at, because as certain subdivisions age and sprinkler systems are becoming more and more prevalent and new technology is more prevalent, we may want to look at how this affects other communities as well. So I would say we will look at it and get back to you. We'll stay in touch.
Okay, thank you.
It's just something we couldn't just unilaterally do tonight.
Okay,
So, all
I thank you for your time.
right, thanks.
Thank you.
I'm gonna, do you need this? Let me give this to. Oh, all right, we'll get her next meeting.
That was it.
That was the only one. All right, board comments, Trustee Guerra.
No comment, Mr. Mayor.
Trustee Carroll.
No comments.
Trustee Ruzick.
I just wanted to commend staff. We had our first property tax rebate coffee. I guess unfortunately the mayor couldn't make it, but I think we had close to 600-700 people who attended, and staff did an awesome job in processing like over 300 applications in very short order. Other than running out of coffee, which wasn't staff's problem, all went very smooth. So, thanks.
Trustee Calandrello. No comment. Trustee Fenton.
I just want to thank IDOT for finally getting our 6 lanes open, with the exception of the right lane heading north from 147th north, but it's coming. And if anybody here hasn't been down LaGrange Road from 131st all the way down to 179th, you're in for a big surprise, because it is really nice. They did an excellent job. They almost are going to hit that mark for November 23rd of having it open, so for our wonderful shopping season. And also like to thank staff and our interim village manager for his great job with the budget.
Yeah. I'm just going to be very quick and say that my mother passed away last week, and there was an overwhelming show of support, and I really appreciate that from village staff, trust the board, and actually Orland Park residents as well, so I really appreciate that. Entertain a motion on executive session.
Mr. Chairman,
Trustee Fenton.
move to own an executive session for A, approval of minutes, B, appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific village employees, C, setting a price for sale or lease of village property, D, pending litigation against, affecting, or on behalf of the village when found by the board that such action is probable or imminent.
Second.
Call the roll. Trustee Fenton.
Aye.
Trustee Calandrello.
Aye.
Trustee Dodge. Trustee Guerra.
Aye.
Trustee Ruzick.
Aye.
Trustee Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Aye. Carol took it.
Dennis Ryder. Dennis.
He was Brighton.
Carol's got the sheet.
I know a lot of times you need something signed.
Hey, dude.
Welcome to the state of Illinois.
No, let it go. Let it go. My friend.
Problem was, I think, land acquisition.